Hey, what's going on, guys? G.Casey here, bringing you some more Final Fantasy XIV. I figured we'd come back to Gridania here and take a quick break from the main quest, as we have a couple class quests that we have to do here, and I don't want to fall too far behind. Early on, it's not impossible to fall behind in your class quest because you level up much quicker than later on. So we're going to have a couple that we got to do here. So let's go ahead and talk to Wayne, or just Wayne, I don't know. So you have returned. I take from your presence that you gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good, you're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You will recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a Lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a Lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former into two aspects. I would have you learn each with spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a Lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee from his mind, and he will struggle to overcome opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a Lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this, and you will be able to call upon every, ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so, to your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to vilekin known as Yarzons. Fiercely territorial, the creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon their prey en masse, barring all avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of their victim in that instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out of their nest. It may be that only one curious Yarzon appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young Lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Okay, so basically he's just telling us to go fight more than one enemy at a time. Alright, so we can click over here and then click on the map and find out where we gotta go. Central Shroud is over here, and it's right up there. So let's just click on this. I'll use up all my tickets. Honestly, for me, I have no problem spending the money to travel, because later on in the game you're going to be able to get money pretty easily, and if you put any amount of work into your... actually, I might be wrong in saying that. I almost said if you put any amount of work into your crafting classes, then money will be easy to come by, but... to be honest, I'm a little bit, I'm not well versed in the arts of crafting in this game, but I do hope to become that in the future. But first things first, we gotta get little wee guy some composure. Alright. We'll fight this dude. Get him out of our way. There we go. So for me, whenever I find myself in a fight with multiple enemies, usually all it takes is to pop your defensive cooldowns. And one tip, if I could give a tip this early in a game, is on your hotbar for your hotkeys, keep your defensive cooldowns together and your offensive cooldowns together. And if you do that, it'll be easier. I don't really know how to get to where I'm going, but it'll be easier to distinguish like what buttons to hit when you need them. So as a non-tank class, someone who can actually end up taking a lot of damage if I pull too many enemies, then I want to make sure that I know, where my defensive cooldowns are so I can get out of that fight alive. So I put all my defensive cooldowns together on the control 1, 2, 3, and then later on I'll put offensive cooldowns somewhere around there as well. Okay, foul-smelling bait. Did he tell me exactly how this was going to go down? The first bait's going to pull 1 Yarzon right on top of me. Oh, there's actually 2. And they're only level 5, so this is not even going to matter. Just get out of here, Yarzon. Okay. Well, that was easy. Bunch more nests here, but I only have 2 baits. I guess I only need the 2. So, 2 level 5 Yarzons are not going to be an issue. But this is a level 5 quest, so I can't really blame the game too much. If I would have come here at level 5, maybe it would have been a little bit tougher. In fact, like, I definitely know for a fact it would have been tougher, but it's okay. Where's the damage going? Okay, there we go. That was a little bit weird. Alright, so we can go back to the Lancers Guild, so we'll just map, and we'll have to go to New Gridania and teleport back here. In fact, okay, I mean, I'm not going to use the money, I'm not going to spend the tickets if I absolutely don't have to. We'll use return from time to time. Put that one right there. So it's on like a large cooldown. 900 seconds, however long that is. And then we'll use the Aethernet to go to the Lancers Guild. There might be a second part to this quest. Although maybe not. I mean, level 5 quest, it's basically the second class quest you get, so... Again, I don't blame the game too much if it's going to give me something pretty simple here to start off with. Alright, hello Wayne. Welcome back, wee guy, and well done. I trust you now understand that in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail the Lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely, his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to Central Shroud to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, that neck of the Twelves Wood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you will find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You are to put them down, okay? What manner of fiends can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that would be to defeat the purpose of my lesson, young Lancer. I will say only this. If you face these foes with a Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you have completed the trial, pray report to Jillian in the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble. Though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you would benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he is doing, aye, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Go now, wee guy, and do as I bid you. Alright, we're probably going... Well, Spirit Hold is actually where we have a couple actual quests, don't we? Down there. I'm pretty sure we have more to do down there. We'll teleport back here. Won't take care of that. Knock those pillars down. So yeah, you don't want to fall too far behind in your class quest. Now, level 5 and level 10 is not going to hurt you too badly. You do actually get some... usually every time you do a class quest, they reward you with a new weapon that would be good for you if you did it right away. But if you're like 15 levels ahead, then obviously you're probably going to be using a weapon that... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. You'd probably be using a weapon that is better than what they'll give you. But you don't want to, like, you still have to do those quests. If you have any plans of advancing to your actual job, so, you know, at the start, you pick a class, right? We are a Lancer. That's our class, at least I believe. Yeah, classes. But when you want a job, which is what you aspire to be once you're over level 30, you need to do all those class quests to be able to unlock them, so don't fall too far behind. Unless you don't mind sort of bashing them all out at once, in which case, I mean, you can play however you want to play. Alright, so there's some pillars around here. Looks like our main story quest is up here as well. Feel a ravenous gaze. These things? These things are supposed to test my resolve? I don't think so. Okay. I'd be more scared to fight these big Shigos than anything else. Oh, these guys aren't too tough. Oh, okay, whoa. I guess I'd be a little bit terrified of this kind of thing. Take him out. Are we supposed to go back? Yeah, go back to Jillian. We are not anywhere near Gridania, so we'll just teleport back again. I mean, you can say that it's probably a better idea to run because you'll save the money, right? I have the tickets, so I don't even have to worry about the money, first of all, but if you don't have the tickets, I mean, we have, what, 2,500 gil right now? I'm not 100% sure how much those are going to cost. I think it's somewhere between like 100 or 200 per teleport. So that kind of thing can add up. I definitely understand that. So if you're trying to save money, you can definitely walk. But the thing is, early on in the game, if you're playing a DPS class, I don't think there's really much that you need to worry about spending money on. As long as you're doing all the side quests and you are equipping the better gear that you receive as you get it, then I think you're going to be totally fine and you won't need to purchase anything. In the early game, anyway. By the time the late game comes around, or even like the middle game, you should be making enough money to be able to easily afford teleporting. But I suppose even then, if you're not spending it teleporting and you're walking from place to place, that's, you know, that's a penny saved is a penny earned, or however the hell you say that. But anyway, here's Jillian. I've been expecting you, wee guy. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now, the endeavor may prove difficult in the beginning. Gods know how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born out of a conflict in ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Wayne, but if there is aught I can do to assist in your training... What was that? Something is afoot in the training area. What may be afoot? What is happening? And you call yourselves Lancers. Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I'm above provocation. Craven to the last man. Oh my God. He's like, I'm no Craven. Ah, but what have we here? Wait, he is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted him to your ranks, did you not? Very well. I shall withdraw for now. Okay, like he could have just skewered us on that lance of his, and we would have been dead. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. Who even is this guy? There's not more to see. Return to your drills. He's so small. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to that. Alright. We guy, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Yeah, maybe. Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage. The composure to bring the sum of your strength, and the skill to bear against your foes. And the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply your training. Farewell, wee guy. Okay, so this bone harpoon is going to be pretty good. We can also get custom mail, scale mail here. And we already have the eye patch, we already have the gloves, so we're good to take that. Alright, so let's go ahead and wear the new bone staff, or bone harpoon. Which does look different, and our scale mail looks pretty cool too. Much better than what we were wearing before. I think we're all equipped here for everything else. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright. Well, we can do the next quest now because we're already level 10, so let's talk to Wayne again. Courage of Stone. Ah, wee guy, I swear you have gained an ilm around the arms since last we spoke. Really? It is plain you have not been idle. Dude, I literally haven't even moved. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today we will find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle, that is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now, heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Annals claim dominion. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are able to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through the whole packs of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride in the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage, but given time and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. Okay. Yeah, me too. This probably isn't going to be too tough. Alright, where are we going here? Central Shroud still, and it's over there. So let's go ahead and teleport. So the bone staff is going to have us doing a little bit of extra damage. Nothing too crazy though. And alright, it is over there. Okay. Well, let's head on out. Run, little man. Oh, shit. Okay, well. No! Oh, come on. Fuck. I should be able to get out, like, this way somehow. As long as I jump it right. There we go. Well, that was the bigger challenge right there. We're going to have to go down to Spirit Hold in a future episode. This episode, I think I'm going to limit it to just being the 2 class quests here. So you can see how that goes. Get a little bit of the story. The cool thing is each class has its own story. And some of them are pretty good. So, I actually haven't done all of them, obviously, so maybe that'll be something that we'll do here. Naked Rock is just up here. So I think we came here once for a quest where we had to kill the animals anyway, so we've already proven that we can easily take them out. So I'm not going to try to fight every one of them. Easy. I do remember having trouble with these guys at one point, though. When I was newer to the game. It's up there. Okay. Wait. Oh. I see. I was going the wrong way. We'll try to fight as little as possible. There's no sense in fighting all these guys. I mean, experience is good, but... Alright, let's fight these two guys. We'll pop our defensive cooldown. Might actually have to fight 3 of them here. Should be okay. I forgot to eat food again. Damn it. Honestly, I don't even think there's a point now. I'll try to remember. I need to be eating this food at the beginning of every episode. So I'm trying to get the episodes to be about 30 minutes long anyway. I mean, it's the perfect recipe, but I keep forgetting. We took some damage there, but we're okay. Actually, something that I could do is throw these potions on our hotbar here. Might as well drink one too. That way, we'll have them there. I'm gonna take this guy out in case he decides to be a problem. Alright. I'm gonna fight these two guys. Oh shit. Oh man. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit hard. But they're a little bit lower level, the quest guys, so we'll be okay. I thought that was gonna kill him easy. There we go. Alright, let's pop our parry defense. Might as well try to save a little bit of damage. For whatever reason, this other guy's not attacking us. Maybe because we're in like a quest area? I don't know. Alright, let's pick up the stone. Congratulations, you have obtained the false Stone of Courage. Oh, this guy. Ah, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Folquez, I guess. We had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancers Guild, if you recall. Yeah, you almost skewered me. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instant that I sensed you were unlike the others, that you had promise. And so to the present, it is in its current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, as I am sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Wayne will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Alright, well he just screwed us, so now we gotta go somewhere else. Down to Spirit Hold. Luckily it's not too far away. Just run our little legs over there then. And go into Spirit Hold. And we'll be coming back here for the next episode to do some more of the main quest, it looks like. Although I would like to get some of these side quests dealt with as well before I outlevel them. We'll take a look at our journal. Actually, we can just do this now while we run. Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty close levels, so... not really a big deal which we decide to do. So this is Spirit Hold. Normally I'd talk to that guy if I wasn't caring about like the format of the episodes or anything. But in this case I'm actually just going to run by and we'll come back later. Alright, some of these guys are going to attack me at some point. Alright. Take them out. We're gonna have to fight these two. Alright, what do we got in here? Is it in one of those rooms? Nope. In that one? Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, we'll take these guys out, and then we'll be able to go get it. What do we got in here? Some Lockbreaker imps. Oh, did we really pull that guy? Shit. Okay. Well, let's pop our cooldowns. These guys are low level anyway, just like last time. Literally the same level as the other enemies I was killing. So the challenge is not much different. Pop a potion. There's no reason not to. And grab the real Stone of Courage. Alright, so let's go back to Wayne. So we can hit return. And we'll return back a true master of courage and resolve, at least according to Wayne. So you have returned. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? Right there, boy. Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it is rather in worse condition than when I last saw it. What happened at Naked Rock? Oh, we're gonna rat that guy out now. The Lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold. Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training? 7 hells! This is not to be borne. Listen well, wee guide, though I do not doubt you know better. My duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is vainglorious tripe. As you have already learned, a Lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annals territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray, keep the lesson of this trial close to your heart. Before you return to your adventuring, there is one more thing I would tell you. In recognition of your unwavering efforts in the trials thus far, I hereby grant you leave to join other guilds. Naturally, you must seek permission of the relevant guildmaster before commencing your training. Gridania is home to many great guilds besides our own. If you consider combat your calling, the archers and the conjurers have a strong presence in our nation. Should you crave more peaceful pastime, you may alternatively consider joining the leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. While there is something to be said for broadening one's horizons, it is also important to maintain focus. Always bear this in mind. As your guildmaster, I would naturally prefer that you first master the Lancer's art. Rest assured, there will be time enough to take up another discipline when you have done so. Yet, whatever path or paths you choose to walk, I look forward to seeing you realize your obvious potential. So now we have access to the armory system, which allows us to... Ooh, there's a helmet I can wear. The boots provide the best bonus, so I'm going to take the boots though. So yeah, we can go to other guilds now and learn their crafts as well, which is pretty cool. Oops, I'm in the wrong spot here. And I can't even use this harpoon until level 12. So that means I can't use the boots either. Alright, well, level 12 is when things are going to start to be equipped, I guess. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We got to do a couple class quests. They come pretty quickly at the beginning, but like I mentioned, like later on in the game, it's going to be harder to level up as quickly as we are doing right now. So, you know, we'll be doing them less and less often. But they're pretty interesting. We'll find out the ways of the Lancer and then the Dragoon to follow. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying so far, and I will see you next time.